A holiday that celebrates the dead? People and animals painted to look like skeletons? Huge feasts and dancing through the night? Welcome to Dia de los Muertos. We're going to learn about a holiday made famous in Disney's movie Coco. It's called Dia de los Muertos, and it originates from the country of Mexico. But it's highly celebrated in the US as well. Now, it's natural to get scared or sad, but this holiday celebrates its joys and the laughter that we shared with the memory of our loved ones who have departed. Beautiful altars are created to honor these past relatives and friends. Glorious, brightly colored marigold flowers, decorated sugar skulls, fruits, and favorite foods, and happy festive music play throughout the day and night from October 31st through November 2nd. And in this case, for Day of the Dead, we don't want to dwell on the sad part of losing a family or friend, but we want to make fun of it and kind of lighten the mood. So that's why we are going to be looking at the more vibrant, colorful parts of this holiday, and one of them is the sugar candies that they sell in the markets called sugar skulls. Now, the special thing about sugar skulls is they have balance in their design, also called symmetry. So check out this drawing I did of a symmetrical sugar skull. I made sure to include lots of details and color and pattern. This is just considered a warm-up for when you eventually design your sugar skull. Welcome to part 2. Right now we're going to create a paper sugar skull using balance, which is also called symmetry. Make sure you have a smaller white paper. Fold it in half lengthwise, also known as the hot dog way. Make a question mark line on one half of your paper like this, and make sure that it touches the top, the side, and the bottom so it's big enough. Fold your paper back up and cut on the line. This will ensure that it's the same on both sides. Symmetrical. When you get your white glue, put 6 dots just where I did. That will make sure it sticks down really well. Next, you're going to get a small and a large piece of black paper. Because we want this to be symmetrical, we are going to fold both papers, just like everything else we're doing with this project, to make sure it's symmetrical. Find a circle to trace. I like to use this size that has a highlight marker mark on it. Make sure that your paper is still folded when you cut it to make sure that you get 2 of the same shape. Trash goes in the corner of your table. Voila! Because you kept it folded and cut, you get 2 of the same exact shapes. Now open up the smaller paper and draw a half heart. Fold it, cut on the line. A skull's nose is just an upside down heart. Get out your white glue again and put a dot in the center of the nose, the eyes, and press down. Now it's time for the mouth. You have two choices. If you want to make lips for your sugar skull, take a piece of small pink or red paper, draw a line down the center, and a very low M for the top and a curve for the bottom. Cut on the line, and you can use 2 dots of white glue for the lips. You can outline the lips in black marker and make little teeth marks to make it look like a real sugar skull. If you don't want to do lips, you could just draw a mouth on. It could be smiley, it could be sad, you could have an open mouth with its tongue hanging out. You could do whatever type of mouth you want, but just do it in pencil first, then outline it in marker. Next, I'm going to show you how a pumpkin has symmetry. The option is a painted pumpkin. So grab yourself a piece of white paper and make sure it is long and low because we're going to do a long squatty pumpkin. Make sure your name is on the bottom and draw a really light oval so it's almost touching the sides and the bottom. Leave some room at the top to draw a stem. Try to erase any lines that you don't want. Let's look at the element of color. On this color wheel, the 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, are laid out, and in between are the colors that they mix to make, orange, green, and purple. For this project, our pumpkin will be orange, so what 2 primary colors do you need to mix? That's right, it's red and yellow. So grab yourself some water and a pretty large brush, and we are going to paint this one curved line at a time to make sure that the paint doesn't dry out so we can actually mix the color orange. Now, yellow is a pretty light color and red is pretty dark and powerful. So make sure that you have a lot of yellow laid down first with just a few dots of red so you can mix it on your paper. If you have too much red on your brush, rinse it out, get the drips off the edge, and you might have to paint some yellow back on top. Again, you just need a tiny dot of red. You can always add more. I'm going to keep painting curved sections of the pumpkin. Just like a real pumpkin has curves on it, it makes it look round. There we go. We're going to color in the stem another time. If you don't have watercolor paint or paint to mix, you can make a paper pumpkin. grab a piece of orange construction paper, fold it the hamburger way, which is the long and low way. Open it back up. A little down from the top, you're going to start to draw a big oval so it almost touches the bottom side and leave some room at the top for the stem. Since we're just drawing the half of the pumpkin, just draw a number 7 for the stem. Fold it back up so you can see your pencil line. And cut on the line. Make sure your paper is still folded. And don't cut off your stem. When you open it back up, you will have a symmetrical pumpkin. Same on both sides. Find a piece of white paper that it will fit on. Write your name in the corner of the white paper. Get out your white glue bottle and put dots all around the outside edge of your pumpkin. Voila!